Yo, so I'm not gonna lie, seeing all the stuff that's been happening to Mr. Beast about him back to back to back, new controversies getting stacked up, made me want to think about how influencers, when they get popular, they have to kind of like, they don't sell their soul, but they, like, when you're a YouTuber and you lose like authenticity with your fans, it's over. That means like when you change your content in a big way to try to get like more views, that means you've lost like the person that you became, and then you start to like go against your morals and what you believe in, because there's so much examples of different YouTubers who are not normal people and they are just crazy, that try to do all this and they fail because they want more money and greed. When you're greedy, you're just a bad person. Now, the first example is obviously Mr. Beast, but we all know about what's going on with him. But I think a good example of someone who kind of transitioned from like being a good person to a bad person, I think was KSI. Because KSI, when he started off, he was one of the like nicer people in the YouTube industry, and he kind of stayed that way for a little bit too. He was super nice to people, and like the way he had a humble beginning. He was very poor, but like when he got into drama and stuff, he always won. He kept it respectful. But I think what was the turning point is when he started boxing, because then he got the taste of like amazing amounts of money. Like, of course, YouTube always paid him like a lot of money, but when he started doing boxing, he just gained so much money from it. And I think that kind of like changed his perspective on like the YouTube stuff and how money works, because even before that he would do music, but this was a joke. And this new song that he played is so ass that like I don't even know what that was. But I'm going a little off track. With his boxing and like how much money he made off of boxing, he like got a taste of like how good money can be, and he just turned into the bad side, because now he's going against his morals. Because well, actually I don't think that's stuff with Logan Paul. I actually have a theory that they never hated each other and they've just been doing this for money. But that's for another time. But when like Mr. Beast, KSI, Logan Paul made Lunch League, well, first let me talk about Prime, because Prime, I feel like, was like the first sign that KSI is just overpowered by, well, not overpowered, he's overwhelmed by money. Because when in those Prime ads, you talking about how it's healthy and not and like really good for you, but if you actually look at doctors, they say, because Prime, what it is an energy drink that's like catered towards kids. Which, first of all, if you're a kid, you should not be drinking Prime because it has nothing good for you. But the bad thing about Prime is that they say like, oh, it has a lot of electrolytes, but electrolytes are just salt, and salt has like tons of sodium, and you're not supposed to like drink that much sodium. Only you're supposed to do that only if you're like doing like an exercise, or I actually heard that you shouldn't even be having it if you exercise, but that's another point. But yeah, like people are saying that like electrolytes are just salt, so when a brand says like, oh my god, like has electrolytes, it's so good, it's wrong. It just means it has a lot of salt. So all those brands are really not good, and Prime especially. And then Lunchly, do not trust Lunchly, because Mr. Beast, what he did with Feastables was, when they first started off, they were super healthy, but then he realized, oh shit, I need to make my product like more better, and I need some more people to understand like how much better like my product needs to be. And so with that, he changed the ingredients without telling anyone. So now if you eat Lunchly, it's super unhealthy, and it's not what was advertised. It's like the, not Lunchly, Feastables, it's not what was advertised as the healthy snack bar. Okay, and now to contrast, I want to take an opinion, or not an opinion, a fact of a YouTuber, of like a couple of YouTubers, no, not just one, that, you know, they did not switch up, and they have stayed pure, and they didn't lose authenticity, and they've been in no drama. First is Lazarbeam, because he has stayed the same, and his views are not the same anymore, but he's okay with that because he's not greedy, and he's a normal person when the cameras are dropped, because he is not worried about the money. He does YouTube because he loves it, and of course, when you do something for a long time, you start to fall out of love with it, and since he's a normal person, he stopped posting as much because he's falling out of love with it. But I mean, it's just obvious to tell that he's a normal person. He doesn't chase trends. He kind of sticks to what he does. And when his game that he was trying to do failed, he didn't try a lot to bring it back. Sometimes you fail in life and you try, it doesn't work, and you gotta just accept that. And with Fresh, you know, he could make millions of dollars just saying like, oh my god, I'm playing with Fresh again, clickbaiting Fresh because, you know, Fresh hasn't uploaded in a while. But no, he hasn't done that. He just stuck to his own thing, and he got really big when Fortnite was out. And people don't know this, but he was a YouTuber. Like, he was a variety game YouTuber who was pretty big before Fortnite. And when he loved Fortnite, he played a lot of Fortnite. Now he does a lot of variety content, but still has millions of fans who love him for him because he's just a good, real, honest guy. And then the next person I have is Dan TDM. Dan TDM is a super nice person because he's stayed the same, and he hasn't tried to do anything crazy. And of course, his viewers aren't going to be as big as they once were. But come on, man, you can't hate on Dan TDM. Like, he's so nice, and he said one thing about KSI, and KSI went on a whole rant trying to like defame him, and just like 30 tweets. Dan TDM made one tweet, KSI makes 30. That should show you the difference in how a person is. And when he had a kid, he put content creation like as his second focus and focused on his kid. That is a great property of a good person. Now, all those high notes are good, but now we got to go to another like bad YouTuber, and this one is not one that a lot of people would expect, or everyone would accept this. I mean, expect this. Logan Paul is not a good person. He has scammed his fans multiple times. He is definitely soulless. He has no soul. Logan Paul has scammed his fans with crypto. He's shown a person dying in a forest, and he keeps giving weak apologies. You know, he used to have so much animals that would just die, and he just throws like all these animals' lives away like it's nothing. And he is not with his dog. He is a terrible dog owner, man. Man, Logan Paul he's a bad person. I can't even lie. And then the last normal person I want to talk about is Corey Kenshin. You can't get more normal than Corey Kenshin. He doesn't do celebrity walkouts or celebrity events. He tries to act like a
Say I don't know you. I'm just getting back on my whole you.